Hi everybody and welcome to this video that we're doing on similar looking words exercise. Now this is for sure going to be one of those difficult areas for you, considering that anyway we have a time constraint, and when you have words that look similar it becomes all the more difficult for us to capitalize on our efficiency and answer the correct question. But something that I'm going to tell you for this particular exercise is that it's very important for you to have the correct hold on vocabulary. Because if you know the meaning of the different words that have been given, then you can apply to what context the question has been asked. But when you don't know the meaning, you're going to keep guessing the meaning and take away time from another question where you possibly had a sure hand, right? So, these aptitude exams are not exams where for grammar portion you can prepare in a day or two. Of course, be it reading comprehension, be it other aspects, I would always say it's possible. But for this particular portion, it's very important that you have a strong hand over grammar and more importantly vocabulary, and that is a gradual process, so it does not pan out in a day or two. That's why it's important to be continuous at it. However, by the way of my video, what I try to do is I want to give you as many meanings. I want to solve questions with you together. So it's going to give you a rough and fair idea of what is expected out of you, right? So let's begin the exercise and let's see what happens. My personal suggestion is always try to solve these questions yourself and then try and compare it with my answers. Reason being, you'll always otherwise feel like you know it all. But in the exam hall, it's going to be a different story, right? So it's important that you assess yourself fairly and at the same time you understand what is the correct way to be able to do these answers, right? So with that, let's begin. Question one. One of the big misapprehensions about mathematics that we perpetrate or perpetuate in our classrooms is that the teacher always seems to know the answer to any problem that is discussed. So it's basically saying that there is one of these fallacies that we have about maths, and that is the fact that anybody who walks into the classroom, which is a teacher, should have the answer to every problem which is being discussed. Now, perpetrate means to carry out or commit, and perpetuate means to make something continue indefinitely. Now, definitely, you're not going to make something continue indefinitely, such as this, right? So, you are going to carry out or commit in the classroom that the teacher is supposed to know the answer to any problem that is discussed. So for your question one, answer is perpetrate, which is option A. Okay. Now, when you come to question two, the Iran government attempts to distract populace or populace from protesting in the street. Now, populace means people that are living in a particular area or country, and populace is basically largely densely populated. So we say that India is a very populous country. That's how we mean it. Now, when it comes to this particular question, Iran government, what we are trying to do is we are trying to distract the people living in that particular country from protesting in the streets. This is not about large population, right? So out here, again, your correct answer is populace, which is option A. For question three, a consultant last week raised hopes among the residents that there might be an alternate or alternative to rerouting freight trains through city neighborhoods. So one of these consultants, what has he done? He's raised hope among the residents that there is a different approach that they can look at by rerouting the freight trains through city neighborhoods. Now, what does alternate mean? It's the main adjectival definition of alternate, which is happening in turns, right? So we say alternate students should come and answer the question, something like that. Every other or second one of a series, basically in a pattern. Serving or used in place of another, right? So that's what it means, like, if not this, something else. Alternative is basically allowing a choice between two or more things and existing out of traditional institutions. Now out here, definitely we are looking at a different choice altogether. So your correct answer is alternative, right? It's another choice that is being offered by the consultant because of which hopes would go high. Question 4. And unlike other pollutants, no effective commercially practicable or practical control technology exists. Now, for most of you, you know the meaning of practical, but you will not know the meaning of practicable, right? So, practicable means capable of being done, something that you can do in reality. And practical means relating to practice or capable of being put to good use, concerned with ordinary tangible things, or being such for all useful purposes, right? Now, out here, what we're actually looking at is whether it is possible to get done, right? So, and unlike other pollutants, no effective commercially practicable, like capable of being done, control technology exists. So you see, if you did not know the meaning of practicable and if you only just knew practical, your tendency would be, okay, let's mark B because we know B. But out here, you see the opposite is actually your answer, which is why I say a good hold over vocabulary is very, very important.
So friends, we have covered all the content of English, aptitude reasoning and pseudocode in the Infosys one day cracker course. So friends, if you have still not got the Infosys one day cracker course, then get it now, because friends, if you'll see the content, then Infosys pseudocode. So friends, we have almost 30 videos from pseudocode, which is more than sufficient for your pseudocode preparation. Then friends, you can see mathematics and reasoning. So we have deductive reasoning, we have logical reasoning, we have data sufficiency, we have Infosys puzzles, we have syllogism, mensuration, percentage, permutation, combination, probability, number series, ratio, proportion. And then friends, we have algebra. So algebra, we have 8 videos. And friends, then we have verbal ability. So reading comprehension part 1, part 2, error identification, part 1, part 2, error correction, part 1, part 2. Phrasal verb is there. Infosys sample question also we have solved 1, 2, 3. Critical reasoning is there. English parajumbles is there, English similar looking words is there, and English corrective uses are there. So friends, this complete one day cracker package is more than sufficient for you to crack the Infosys examination. So you'll be getting an overall idea of how your exam questions will come, and even you will be also getting idea to solve the question in your way. So friends, yesterday you could have seen there was only 52 videos. So we have today we have added 62 plus videos. So friends, Infosys one day cracker course, and the price also friends, we have kept it very low, just 249 rupees. So friends, get it today, and this video validity will be 2 to 3 years. Okay, so minimum 2 years and maximum 3 years the validity will be there, so you do not have to worry about that. So one day cracker course is more than sufficient for getting a complete idea of what and how Infosys exam is going to happen. Thank you friends. The link will be given in the description, so you can buy it from there.